Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse.
Can you replay that?
What's up, guys?
Can you replay that again?
I was just about to ask. Okay, how was it?
No, don't listen to them. They don't.
The new graphics were cool.
The new graphics were great.
Okay.
I sent some Ace Frehley, Satriel. Listen, I've been known to have a heavy foot on the highway, especially in the summertime. Roll down the windows in my truck. That would be one of those songs of
fast driving.
Sorry, officer, I didn't realize. But you got to listen to this.
Jody, I'll take those excuses. It was the playlist.
The truth is, the last time Izzo got pulled over for speeding, he was listening to "Fast Car" by Tracy Chapman. Okay, so
and as Ed Sweeney says in the El Camino.
Can I tell you a story now, or is it too early how I got pulled over on a lawnmower?
As long as it doesn't have anything to do with the dog.
No. All right,
I had to go edit that. I had to edit that stream.
I'll wait for
the podcast.
I will wait for later in the show to talk about the lawnmower story because I'll get accused that we didn't go around the room fast enough. So,
well, we'll start with Joe Brett. Joe Brett, how you been? How's the week? We'll start with you and make our round so that we don't get yelled at by the 61 people that are joining us. Y'all are awesome.
I've been good.
Can we yell at them?
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out. I can't. You got Discord pulled up? Can you share that picture?
I saw that.
Mine's taking a little bit. So I walk into the shack tonight, and I'm finna sit down.
I'd have burned that thing to the ground.
This little biscuit.
Here, I can share it.
Okay. And I'm sitting here. It looks like maybe I should have kept it around.
Dude, That's why I live in Canada, man. Like that shit. No. That's not happening.
I'd have set the damn shack on fire.
Whoa! Wait! You don't have spiders in Canada?
Oh, we do, and we have bigger than that. The problem is with you guys. You guys have all the venomous stuff. Up here it's like, oh, they're venomous. It's like, not that bad.
So you're gonna see me doing this all night. There's a heart on its back.
That's interesting.
The hell?
It's a jumper. Bold jumping spider.
Okay. Steve, you're
now, Joe Brett, do you flush him down the toilet?
No, he's sitting here.
Joe Brett, what do you do?
Here in the garbage can next to me.
No, but eventually do you bring him back outside or do you flush him down the toilet? Like, what's the procedure?
I throw them in the garbage.
Because they've been squeezed.
Unless they're really, really creepy, then I might flush them so that their soul goes to the abyss. I've watched too many movies where they come back.
Yeah.
The reason I don't like to flush them is
why?
There was a movie where all those spiders and crap come up from the drain while the woman was taking a shower.
Was it arachnophobia?
I don't know.
Probably. I think it was. Somebody in the
here's
chat
how
knows. I can almost
here's how I say it. If you believe in reincarnation, I could see that kind of being a freaky thing. But you guys down in 4 land and 5 land and maybe 0 land, your spiders are big and crunchy like our Canadian snow crab legs are. They're huge, they're crunchy.
And they try to eat you.
Yes, you got to go on the defense, not the offense to get them.
Yeah, exactly. And Arthur, Arthur shared his, he's been a member for 5 months, saying good evening to everybody. So Arthur, thank you for being a supporter of the channel. And thank you to everyone in Green Chat, 4-Wheel and Redneck, Chris, Ed Sweeney, K0 Hotel, Oscar Bryan. See you guys in there. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We appreciate it.
You guys have like we have critters and all that stuff, but like, I don't know, maybe it's TV, but you got like the scorpions everywhere. You got crocodiles, alligator. You got everything that wants to kill. You got snakes that are venomous.
Kill it with fire.
Listen, up here, we got some of those, but we don't go wandering in the forest worried about some venomous snake. We're
worried about the ones that come up through the drain in the shower, or the one
that's why you have a screen
out of the toilet, bites you in the ass.
The toilet thing I get. The toilet thing I get. That's the last thing you want to do. You're sitting down. you're reading QST, you're reading whatever you're reading,
and all of a sudden, you feel the itch, and you're like, what? I haven't been on in the seat that long.
And then you get up and you look, and it's looking back at you. That's when decisions got to make.
Yeah.
How fast can we? How fast?
I'll buy another toilet.
But now you're ruining plumbing. Hit the switch. Just make sure it goes down.
They can swim, Izzo. They ain't gonna care that they got a little trickle going down their back. You got to clear out the water so they can crawl the rest of their way out that toilet bowl.
Shane.
Yeah.
Look at what I'm showing.
I'm scared too.
I'm wondering.
You should be.
Steve hasn't been here in weeks, and all of a sudden he's gonna rock the place.
This is how you take care of it.
Oh.
Some people have a bidet, others have a flamethrower in their toilet.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Say that. That's one big bidet.
Powered by propane.
No, actually, it's diesel fuel and gasoline.
Oh, God.
You get 22 seconds of fuel.
Well, I would be using Jet A. If I were you, go just get some Jet A. Call it a day.
And it's actually on sale right now.
Oh, God.
$430 from Palmetto State Armory. Not affiliated.
Oh, did y'all see the comment by Norm Miller? Have y'all seen the video? It's snakes on a plane.
Yes.
But Norm,
Yeah.
love it. It's awesome. All right, back to you, Joe Brad, now that we went down that squirrel.
Yeah, so, undoubtedly, as I read the wiki, I probably should have left the little guy, should have relocated him to another part of the shack, because he also eats other spiders and insects. And
All right,
bites
excellent.
to humans are rare, but they will happen if you mishandle them.
All right. I like how Joe's thinking. Let's use the enemy to not be our enemy, and we'll make him part of our army to go after the enemy.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend.
For years, in my dad's shop, for years, we kept a king snake in there. It ate the mice, and it ate it killed poisonous snakes as well.
Ugh.
Oh, we bought. We get ticks up here a lot. I don't know about you guys, but you walk along, you get ticks, and oh man, what were those birds we bought? We bought like 5 of them. They start with a P. Anyways, they're annoying. So we bought 5 of these birds. They go around your lawn. They eat it. Ducks can do it too, and they eat all the ticks, and it helps.
Are you talking about those guineas?
Yes, guinea hens. Yes. Yes, guinea hens.
Hey! Wait, who you calling? Who you calling guinea? Hang on.
They're the most annoying. They have the most annoying sound that we got rid of them. And I was like, I'll deal with the ticks. I don't know. I'm not going to do it on.
Just do it.
I'm not going to do it on.
Just do it. It's just us.
No, let's don't.
I'm not.
We still want to have a show next week.
I want to see. I want to see the facial expression while he.
It kind of sounds similar to a turkey, but it doesn't.
Right.
It's
just do it. So just do it. Just do it.
Derek says it's almost as annoying as peacocks. I agree with you.
Oh,
I don't know what a peacock sounds like.
Well, it sounds like a guinea, only a little bit different.
Molson, you made a comment. Go ahead.
We kept those things, so we didn't let them in the barn. We kept them outside, and the winter started. These things wouldn't go away. They wouldn't die. They wouldn't go away, and we tried to get rid of them. It took like 6 months and a couple of coyotes to get rid of those things. But we said, you know what? I'm not feeding these suckers anymore. And they never went away.
You're on your own.
Finally, they disappeared. I don't know what happened to them.
Are we still talking?
Your neighbor got guineas.
We're still talking about the ticks.
Yes,
she did buy guineas last week. She's like, I bought 10 guineas. I'm like, I'll hear those, even though you're 20 acres between us. I'm gonna hear those damn things.
That's a lot of macaroni, my friend. That's a lot of manigot, a lot of mozzarella, a lot of gabagool.
He went full
Italian.
Ticks are
Italian.
But ticks are a big issue. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah,
those things are. And my wife, for our dogs,
they're a pain in the neck.
My wife, she can see them from like 15 feet away. She's like, I think our dog has a tick on it. She's like, I don't need to call her. I'm like, but you can't. Yeah, she is. She's like, it's like you see those horses where their ears are like,
yes.
Like, I hear a tick.
All of a sudden,
I'm not calling my wife a horse, okay? For all of you guys, I mean, like her ability to like zoom in her earring.
I'm waiting for the chat to go crazy.
Shut up.
I'm waiting for someone to come storming through that back door and just.
Whoop.
Now my kids,
But dude,
my
you
kids
have
are
chickens
watching.
though.
I'm surprised you guys can't hear. My kids are watching Hacksaw Ridge. So
You have great noise
just
suppression on that mic.
So they won't be able to hear anything I'm saying. Unless my
Anyway,
wife's watching.
Joe
If
Brett,
you are,
back to
hey,
you,
I love
buddy.
babe.
Okay, so yeah, besides that, I really hope I get another one of those spiders again. But hey, I released a couple videos the past 2 weeks. This is amazing. I know.
It is.
I know.
I know. We
I'm
saw
proud
that.
of you, buddy.
Joe,
So
what's
yes.
that on your headset, buddy?
Hey, bud, man, this shit crawling all over me right now.
Right, it's right here on your headset, right there, right here, right here.
So
Watch it. It's gonna jump on the
as long
screen.
as I don't mishandle him. And see, that's what I was reading. Like, oh my God, what if it's pregnant? Have you ever killed a pregnant spider?
No,
Yes.
I haven't.
And they come
Oh
out
my gosh.
like
Yeah.
bam. It's like bam. It's like
Zombie
yes.
apocalypse. Just woof.
All right.
The explosion.
All right, Joe Brett. You ready for this question?
Oh, look at that. They're after you
You're
already.
You're reading it?
It says of most.
Wait, you need,
Okay,
you need
yes.
this?
Oh yeah.
That's gonna end up being in the chat later on. I want to say a shout out to Chuck Schultz, member for 2 months, got 24 contacts on 6 meters this morning, then logged Mike. I can never pronounce Mike's last name into MK after I switched over to 20. FT8 is killing him radio.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Good
Chuck, for
job.
the 2 months, man. We appreciate that.
All right. All right. So, Joe Brett, you're in the shack.
Yes.
You're playing a little radio. You got a glass of that tin cup sitting there, and all of a sudden the
Nope.
spider drops
Sure
in.
don't.
What happens if it does? Do you drink it anyway and say, screw it, it's only alcohol and a spider? Or do you try fishing them out? Do you lick your, like, what's the procedure?
You fish him out.
He's
To
going
get
to
the hell out of my bourbon.
He's going to drop in. Or do you use tweezers or some long nose pliers? Like, what do you use?
You done fucked up,
Force it.
Aaron.
There it is.
And then all of a sudden,
Get out.
your drink is going down. That means he's sucking up all that bourbon on you. The longer
Dead.
you wait,
That's what he is.
he's,
Set the bottle
he's getting
outside.
more messed. He's getting
The
more
worst
messed
part
up
is
than you.
Then those spiders will be born with FAS, and they'll be
Fetal alcohol
they'll be in your,
syndrome.
they'll be in your liquor cabinet every night.
They got the shakes.
Joe Brett's like, I don't drink anymore. Why? The spiders.
Spiders.
I like that, Don.
That's awesome.
Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse, everybody.
All 80 of you. Look what you stumbled into. Those of you who clicked on that thumbnail going, what the hell is this?
You never
Well, here you
know.
go.
I'm still
You
trying.
never.
Listen, I'm still trying to figure out. Molson says Molson, you don't have alligators and crocodiles up there in Canada,
It's too damn cold.
or not in the summer. It's not.
They're
Where are they
reptiles,
going to go in the
man.
Across
wintertime?
the
They going to
border from-
migrate their ass down to New York?
I think
That's
the
what
Toronto's
that's
in
what the
my-
geese do.
Well, their geese can
That's-
fly. A gator,
that's
it
what
would
the
take them
spiders
8 months
do.
just to get down there.
Where do you think Joe's Brett's spiders go? It's the same thing.
Well, it's Mississippi. It didn't get that cold. They just find a
It's
room
all
next door.
evolution.
I think that's why he was sitting still on my desk because I try to come out here when I get home from work. I'll turn the AC down really low, let it get real cool in here.
Mhm.
And yes.
We used to have these. I don't
Do you
forget
think
what
he
kind of
said-
spiders they
Oh,
are, man.
Plasma, that is a classic. Plasma says when you start hearing "Nobody knows the trouble I've seen" from your glass, you know the spider got shit faced. So
Plasma, awesome.
for those of you that are on the podcast listening along, we don't want to leave you out. These are some cool content.
I'm just thinking too. When Joe fires up that amplifier, does that make the spiders happy?
They run.
It keeps them warm, or does it? Or right? Do they get all the jitters because of all that RF exposure? You know.
That's probably why he was
Like-
so freaking big. Was the RF exposure.
They grow a ninth leg.
Talking about RF exposure, have y'all done your calculations yet?
No, I don't have
Oh,
a
yeah,
shack at
sure.
home.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I put it.
I have
on the
a file.
abacus.
From 80 through 6 meters. Still got to go do 2 meters, but I've got a folder. I've done my diligence
Aren't you the responsible ham?
using the ARRL calculator.
How many R's are in that?
Yeah, how many
Roll,
R's in that?
roll those R's.
Roll your
Have
R's, Joe Brett.
All right, so that's 16 minutes for one person to give their introduction. So let's move on to Steve.
Good.
Steve,
Yeah,
how you
it's like
been,
Don
buddy?
Guys, I have been down for the count.
You sound
Had a
snuffy.
Yeah, I had a sinus infection last week. I'm getting over it. So, no radio, but
Did you kill it with
trailers-
whiskey?
no, I wish. Killed it with sleep. But club trailers coming along. Actually have the batteries arrive today.
Oh, it's just a dog.
What?
Oh, and a human
Uh-huh.
arm.
You had 2 doors in that room? Holy, I didn't know that.
You guys.
How
Yeah,
about
Oh, you
that?
flipped your
That's the
image.
closet door. That's
You flipped.
the
You
actual-
flipped
Oh,
your
you flipped
camera.
the camera. That's what it was. Look at that orange
what it
signal
is.
stick.
you like that?
Wait a minute. Now, which one's the real direction? What? Point to your right shoulder.
He's mirrored.
You son of a gun.
Make him full screen. I want to see what's in his shack. Let's hear.
I was about to say we need to do a segment called "Where's Waldo," and it's all going to be what's in the
Right.
back of Steve's shack.
There, I'll turn the
From
light
a
up for you.
different angle. There you go. Now we're looking at it from a different angle too. So different perspective.
But
Let's see. I see a soldering iron back there. A 3D
Wait a minute.
printer.
There's actually radios there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Holy crap, Steve.
What's that? What's the soldering iron sitting on?
So that is the
Speaker?
power supply for that Kenwood.
Okay.
That's the tuner for the Kenwood.
Okay.
That was the auto patch.
Right.
I did. I
That's
did. I thought it was an auto patch.
So,
And the
they're-
green screen is, of course, on the wall.
yeah,
Yeah.
the green screen's a piece of shit.
Oh.
I
Okay.
thought it was. I
No.
thought that was a portable toilet seat. Sorry.
Have y'all seen those?
Yeah,
The
they're
portable
like-
toilet
Did you
seats
see
that
that?
go on the back of the truck. Yes.
Yeah, kind of. But when we were at
The
the More
sling?
Expo, there was the sling with a tree for his own. There was a guy at the More Expo that had this groundbreaking discovery. So he has this. It had to be. It wasn't 3D printed. It was some sort of, injected mold.
I was gonna say,
plastic,
3D
or whatever.
printed wouldn't hold.
Yeah. But he he had this chair and it had a trash bag bucket thing under it. But the cool thing about it was
That's what
he
I
had this
have.
privacy shelter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like you put it over the top of you and you wear it like a hat, and then you let go of the sides and it droops down below you, and it's like 6 feet tall. So you get like while you're standing up taking care of the rest of your business, nobody can see you, and it just like you looks like you have a Chinese hat on with really long drapes off the side of it.
They actually make Shane a toilet seat that goes into the receiver hitch on your pickup.
Oh God, that
And
scares
then
me.
you put a 5-gallon bucket underneath it, and you keep your dude wipes in the truck with you. You're good to go.
I like the sling better for Izzo.
Are you talking about
we
the
got to clean it
sling,
up. Ria's here. We
the
can't
sling
talk.
that was in the one room that we have?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That wasn't a sling, by the way.
The one that he hooks to the tree that you.
Yeah. That's a swing, not a sling.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know,
I'm
but
not going down that road with you.
Usually those are mounted over doors. You know.
Oh, gotcha. No idea. Anyway, so what else? So what else is new, buddy?
A whole lot of nothing. Hopefully, I'll get on the air again soon. I mean, the shack's up. I actually just retracted the antenna because we have lightning here tonight.
Mm.
So if I disappear for some reason, it's because we lost power.
You mean you don't have a battery backup?
You mean you have a generator?
Hmm.
Or both?
I thought you were
Heck.
prepared, Steve.
Actually, I
Come
do
on.
have a generator, but I have to go fire it up.
Steve.
Yes, I am on a battery backup on this station.
You are also a
But
CERT
not
member
for the
now. You're
internet.
come on, you're a CERT member. I don't want to
Oh.
hear it.
Bull, my internet's plugged into that battery backup, baby.
Hey, there
I'm
you
not
go.
losing my
Right.
internet. You know. But no, I need to get out and activate a park again. It's been
Me
way too
too.
freaking long.
It's been a while.
My last park activation was Hamcation.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm due.
Well, I do have 2 ahead of you then,
Yeah,
because I got the Missouri and the Arkansas park
there you go.
where that jackass ran over my antenna. Still bitter about that.
And
Who did?
somebody has invited me out to Texas, and I think I may have to take him up on that here real soon. So,
I didn't get an invite.
yeah, you did.
Molson, did you get
For
an
field
invite?
day.
Nope.
Yes,
Nope.
you did.
No.
Nope, not
Where?
field day.
Where
Oh,
did
is
I
it
get
the-
it? Where did I
exactly.
get
The
it?
Support Your
It's
Parks weekend?
It's
Or the
on
Plaquemine?
Twitter. It's on Twitter.
I haven't been on
Did
Twitter.
the
today.
freaking
Let me see.
did the freaking
Let me see how
did
much
the
a plane
freaking
ticket
spider
is.
eat it? Yeah, the spider ate it.
Well,
Spider ate it.
but so the person that invited me is
Expedia.
actually a member of the clubhouse.
Well,
Shane.
Nope.
What
I
do you
didn't
mean?
say founding member. I said a member.
What's it
where am I
mean?
flying to?
So,
Shane, where would I
honorary
fly into?
That's-
Houston.
Well, if you're
DFW.
coming to Dallas, it's DFW. If you're going to
DFW.
Houston, then you're going to fly into either Intercontinental or
I don't
Houston
know
Hobby.
where you guys live. Stop it.
It'd be DFW. 45. I have a Buc-ee's about an hour and a half from me. I don't need to go to Texas just for that.
What's the dates? What's the dates?
I will defer that to
20,
Steve.
24th.
I haven't
24th
decided on
of
a date
June?
yet. He just said soon.
24th,
Oh, okay.
25, I believe.
Well,
Sounds
make it at
good.
least 21 days out. That way you get the cheapest fares.
Yeah, well, I know.
Or if you're coming to Dallas, you can fly into Love Field rather than flying into DFW.
Yeah, that's true.
If
But,
I take a balloon, how many hours would it be before I could take a balloon?
You would never make it here.
And where do I
I'll
land?
never make it.
And I,
You would end up in out in the ocean
But
because
okay.
in the United States the winds blow from west to east.
So Shane,
Oh, my
apparently
God.
there's
So
a
I'll land-
camper
I'll-
waiting for
land
me
in
at Circle
Canada
6.
for that.
Oh, okay.
That invite.
I've got to get on. Well, I haven't been on Twitter, so I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You know, Steve, you're
Good
so
guy.
secretive.
Burns says-
Molson's right. You show up and you're all secretive.
You know, huh? You know.
Hey.
You know what I'm talking
So,
about, yeah?
so
Yeah.
Steve, we're going to continue on now that we're doing these 15-minute intros. So we'll go to Daniel. Daniel, how's your week been, man?
It's good, man. It's
This would be the
nothing-
shortest
Oh,
one ever.
listen, we're still cutting. We're still trying to cut up and clear branches from that ice storm that we had. God knows how long ago. 3 weeks ago. It's pretty rough out there. So you should see the pile that I have. It's probably about 100 feet long,
Bonfire.
20 feet deep. Of well, I'm not going to burn that because I got a lot of what do you call it around me? Cedar bush
Narcs?
around me. So that
Oh.
stuff will
Cows,
start right up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blizzard.
So why?
Dairy Queens.
I'm trying to find out how much it cost me on Expedia.ca, how much it cost me to fly from Messina, New York to Dallas. And it's giving me hotels even when I click add a flight.
Why don't you
Technology
do that
hates
on
me.
like Google Flights?
Google
Flights.google.com. Come on.
Ooh.
Google does
Listen.
everything.
Google.com.
This is prime
All right,
content.
I'll figure
right
it out.
here, guys.
Anyways, we're still cleaning up brush. There's nothing else to add. I don't got much going on in my life, just work. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm a very last minute person. Like
Sam.
everything for me is last minute. So what the first hour, Hammer Radio Clubhouse is introductions. The second hour is who the hell knows exactly. Listen, I'm trying to figure out Hamvention. My intention is to go, but I'm a very last minute person. My life can change any second with work. So I haven't booked my hotel yet. I plan to drive there. I'm not really worried
To-
about
to
booking a
Hamvention?
hotel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I'm
bring
going
the
to
missus.
try and fly up there.
Watch. It was revealed last night, Molson, and this might help you. Not, and I should maybe I'm overstepping my boundaries, and someone
Wait a
can slap
minute.
me later.
Yeah. What are you about?
Chuck and Jen.
Okay.
What should I not say something?
No, I just want to make sure
Ooh,
you were
is
going
it
to say something
secret?
that wasn't supposed to be said.
Well, that's kind of
There's
hard
some-
if I haven't gotten the memo of what not to say.
That's very true. That's very true. Just
Put
say
it in
yes,
the
I'm going
YouTube
to
chat of
Hamvention.
things I should. Oh, I'm not.
A round trip.
7 things you shouldn't say.
Round trip is 831
Oh, my
Canadian
God.
pesos. Yeah. Yeah. And your average carbon emissions is 236 kilograms of CO2, just so you know. Yeah. Don't know
Is
why.
that something that I should be worried about, like the ARRL?
Is this on Google? Is this on
RF,
Google Flights?
exposure?
It's on Google Flights. I didn't know they give you your carbon your carbon dioxide
That way
or
you could
whatever
that way
emission.
you could purchase your carbon offset whatever the hell that is.
Does that include 1 or 2 bathroom visits while you're on the plane? I'm just kind of curious.
Well,
You have to
see,
Is there a
slide your
green-
card for the door to open?
Is there a more
What's
greener airline option?
Well, supposedly Air Canada, you can get 31% less emissions by going Air Canada.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, look
and it's
at
only
you
$5 more. It's crazy. Who the
I don't
heck
think I
gives
would.
a
I don't
shit?
think. I don't think I would pay $800 for a POTA.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
saying I would. You guys have crazy prices down there. I got to see Ogdensburg. Anyways, whatever. We got crappy airfare here in Canada.
Is that why you're flying to New York?
So it is what it is. Yeah, sometimes you go across and it's cheaper. It's still
That makes
$800.
sense. Oh.
Is it cheaper for you to go into like Michigan or Wisconsin, something like that?
I'm not driving all the way to Michigan. Be like an
Could you get to
8-hour
like
drive.
Buffalo, New York, or what New York
Oh.
is close to you?
I'm
is there
close to Messina,
Watertown, maybe?
Malone. Watertown is not far.
Yeah, Watertown. That's what I was thinking
Ooh.
of.
It's $759
Stop over at
from
Aaron's.
Buffalo, New York.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. So, anyways, whatever. So that's for the POTA. So I plan on going to Dayton. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll play it out as it is, and we'll figure. Listen, one time I got a call from friends when I was younger, and they're like, "Oh, we're all going to Texas," and like literally 2 hours later, I was driving 8 hours home from my grandfather's cottage and I booked a flight on the way back, and I got changed, ran to the airport, and I flew out to go meet him in Texas. So, like, I'm a very last minute person. So
The airlines thank you for that.
spontaneous.
Because
I
you
know
paid
they
the
do.
highest prices. Izzo, buddy,
You gonna bring your swimming trunks?
how's
What?
your week been?
I'll be back.
I had this very cool, surprising weekend. It was awesome. Played a whole lot of ham radio
Ooh, that's a good
between the
thing.
QSO parties, and I got this message from somebody from the league that says, you know, where you live, your county, there's not, and they are right. There's not a lot of hams in my county per se. And would you please? And it was addressed to me. I could tell it wasn't just one of these, you know. He said, would you please? He says, I know you're fairly active, but, you know, and if you got the time, minus family work, you know, if you're not going to operate, at least just get out there and start making some contacts. It'll do you good. Man, that individual was right. I had a whole bunch
It'll
of
do
fun
you
Saturday night on 40 meters too. Then on Sunday, I played some POTA and worked a whole bunch of QSO party because, hey, a contact is a contact.
Absolutely.
But one of the things
Even
But
the
one
ones that
of
are
the
telling you
things
to
I
vacate the
realized on
frequency for
Sunday-
the net.
that's what I did. That's one guy asked me. He says, "Can I have your frequency?" I said, "It's not mine, but hey, what's your call sign?" Well,
Put them in the log.
Put them in the log. I only did 21, but I wasn't pushing it, and the band conditions were up and down on 40. I didn't care. I didn't feel like going to 20. I wasn't about it. It was a whole other reasons why I was there and everything. But I brought the 705 out. Now, this has been bugging me for the last few years. The brain started turning with ideas. I'm sitting on the tailgate, and I got the sun. Oh, hang on. Beer snack.
I was about to say,
Quote. Is this thing on?
what's this? What is this?
You're 5'9", brother.
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Where's he at?
Is he on a union break in the bathroom or something? Or is he running that tow motor in the warehouse? Put an antenna on that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Anyway,
I started drawing ideas of how to sit on the tailgate and get like a sunshade because these portable umbrellas all flop and break. I have a bigger umbrella, but sometimes you don't have nice dirt under you, to screw it in. And you got to work real hard to screw it in. And I'm like, you know something? There's got to be a better way. So I'm coming up with this Yankee ingenuity here. And I was on between the local hardware store, between Amazon. I got some stuff coming in. So I may have a real nice sunshade to be able to sit on the tailgate and keep that sun off me. got the portable fan for some ventilation, man. What else do you need but a drink in your hand, a cigar, and just go play some Pota? But,
don't you have one of those gazebo thingies that you could put up that would put shade over the top of your head?
I got the clamshell. I got the claw. Or I forget what it's called, or the clamshell for that. But that's an octagon away from the truck. I got a push-up tent, but that takes a lot. I want something so easy. I'm gonna call it the Izzo Easy.
You need a gazelle tent then, because you could just throw it up in 90 seconds. Or the
Well, here's what happens. Because of you and Jason and his overland stuff, I've been buying stuff, and I'm all done buying stuff. But I was on your shows, and who's this? Oh my God! Who left the door? I'm glad we left the door open.
Look at that.
Cool. Excellent.
Steve, if you want to join us tonight, we'd like to have you. We hadn't talked to you in a while. Hit us up in Discord.
Absolutely. Pop in here, man. So it's one of those things. So seriously, Shane, between you and Jason and all this overland stuff, I've been between the websites and the Amazon shops and the videos. My truck has been modified so many times. I can't do what I want to do, and I also don't want to put a lot of that big overland money into it. So I said, something.
That shit's expensive.
So we're gonna. But listen, there's nothing wrong with that, because I think if I had a different life, I would definitely be going back to big trucks. One of my older trucks had the lift kit, the bigger tires, the we had one alternator, dual batteries, the KC daylights. We had it all, man.
I know that feeling all too
1,000-watt
well.
stereo.
Undercaffeinated.
Yeah, do I want to do it
again?
Oh, so what? Just put a hat on.
Put on a ball cap. What do you think I'm wearing one for?
Listen.
No, I'm with you.
If that's not your, wait, hold on, Steve. If that's not your inspiration, get on the show. Come on the show. So.
That's the bat signal.
Guess I've got mine around here someplace.
But anyway, I had fun.
That's good.
A lot of experiments this weekend, and they all went well. Very, very happy. So.
Good deal. Huh? I like it when the experiments don't backfire. Because I had an experiment this weekend also, and thankfully it did not backfire. So I was prompted for the severe weather that was headed my direction, and was able to put the vehicle in the garage, so I didn't get any hail damage. So,
are you running bubble wrap over it, or one of those like water wraps?
No, I put it in the garage.
Are you doing any of that stuff? You put it in the garage.
Yeah,
but like, let's say, like,
I pay
you
for
go to Walmart and you're talking, or
which one did you put in the garage? The truck or the Red?
Well, the truck was at another location in another garage.
Okay.
See, the thing is, we have this thing called meteorology and forecasting. So I normally don't get caught out not knowing that there's weather coming. I may not know what time.
How many garages do you have?
I have one that I pay for. The other one I don't pay for is a public parking space that I will put a vehicle in if I have to.
Do you have spiders?
Yes, there's spiders there. Blowtorch. Aquanet.
Do you know what I have
and a cigar lighter.
Aquanet is awesome, man, for a lot of reasons. No, this is God honest story.
It's great fuel
every
for a potato
single morning.
Launcher too.
Do you know I have a spider web that gets spun every night, and she's probably doing it right now while I'm going yap 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 here.
And he's probably going the same I wish this son of a bitch would stop tearing up my damn web.
Every time he moves his truck, which when I go to work in the morning, it goes from my Comet dual band antenna over to the tree. And it's amazing. No. And if I don't move the truck in 2 days, obviously it's more. It's a heck of a.
It's a face
dual
catcher.
band. Oh yes, it will. But it's
Jailbreak
just
need to turn the air conditioner on. You look a little shiny.
These spiders do.
Oh, you muted yourself.
Oh, I'm a little cold, man.
Why are you cold? What are you trying to freeze up the spider?
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to slow it down?
I got the big old AC on 68 back there in this little old shack.
Damn. 68.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect.
Wow. Mississippi Spring.
Well, Izzo, I'm glad you got out and played some radio. Good to hear that.
Yep.
Good to, I need to get you. I need to get another contact with you at some point. Although
You know what's
nowadays
fun?
it'll probably be 17 or 10
Or 40.
Probably, yeah.
yeah, maybe 40.
Nah,
Yeah, depending on the
40's
time of day.
40 at night. No, Saturday night was absolutely fun because as soon as I
just
say
point the beam
Connecticut,
at you, and I can get 40 meters from South Carolina. I'll get you in easy.
That's what
there
I
you
got.
go. But it's fun on these QSO parties, and they want to work you, especially if the criteria is a county or whatever. It was just so fun. Guys were like, "Oh my God, thank you for Connecticut, thank you for Middlesex County." I'm like, "Dude, I'm just doing my thing here. I'm just having a cigar and playing radio. I ain't doing nothing special, but but it's just so fun to work." And everybody was being a gentleman on 40. That was the one thing I really, really liked. From the weak signal to the big signals, everybody was a gentleman. And that scores points in my book as far as I'm concerned. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I will pass it on to myself. I want to say welcome everybody, and I missed being here last week. Although
Shane, how's it going?
when
Shane,
when I have an opportunity to fly, I got to take it. So,
yeah, but what about the opportunity that you said you'd be here by 8?
Well, we got to fly a little longer than expected.
And you stood around, talked, and helped packed up.
Yep.
Your cell phone
playing
couldn't
that
go live
FRS,
during none of this.
GMRS.
You don't want to be around that. That's crazy stuff.
I was
But I
going to
will-
say, the language over there, you don't want to be around that.
Right. Let's see. I can share a few things. No,
Oh, share
that
everything.
one.
What the heck? We're all brothers here.
There we go.
Hell, man, we've seen Mexico.
There we go. So I don't know how well. There we go. That didn't do much better.
Not great, but it's decent.
Dude, that's
You
still
know,
a big balloon. That is a
It is.
That
Yeah,
is a big balloon.
absolutely. 77,000 basketballs will fit inside that balloon.
Good.
Little known fact.
Mhm.
So that's my instructor and one of the balloon mechanics. He's the one that does all the sewing work and the inspections and all that kind of good stuff.
Cool.
So, but yeah, we got a chance to go out and play, and I wanted to be a little goofy. So it was a beautiful afternoon. We didn't get to go anywhere. Basically, all of our stuff was. Someone's got some feedback loop going on.
Uh-oh, is that me again? Uh-oh.
Nope.
Yes, it was.
There we go. It's not as bad. I can still hear it though. But we had fun. We had those were 200-foot ropes, so we'd go up a couple hundred feet, hang out for a little bit, do some approaches. That's my instructor getting a little bit of burner time. That's me up there trying to learn how to fly in thermals. That's something that we got to check out. Was when a thermal comes around, what does it do to the balloon? So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about thermal.
enjoyed it.
I thought you were talking about thermal underwear.
No. Thermals is in weather.
Now, Shane, was
weather
that
phenomenon.
tied off to your truck?
It was tied off to both my truck and my instructor's truck.
Okay.
Joe Brett, you
So
look
there-
awesome.
That's the view from my truck, and you see the line tethered off to it that way. This is the
Dude, I'm sorry.
Oak Point
starting
Nature
to see some
Preserve
QSL
in
cards.
Plano.
Just so you know, you have a potential for a really nice. QSL
Oh,
card.
absolutely! When I start
I'm
doing
sure with all your
balloon mobile, I'm going to start doing. I'll be getting some good stuff in there.
Just
Shane,
hold that
how's
mic. Just hold that microphone up like that.
How's the flying weather in September?
Good.
Might set up a balloon mobile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
The only thing, like if we do a tether, I was telling Jason we ought to do a tether event where we just tie it off, where we don't have to chase the damn thing down, and we can put 200-300-foot ropes on it, and we can just do a 3-position tether, and go up and sit about 300 feet off the ground, and throw out as many antennas as you want, and you're good to go.
that
You're
could work.
still aeronautical mobile, even though you're tethered where you don't go anywhere. But you're still
Matt
aeronautical
Hurry,
mobile.
I think he answered that question once when we said, "How high can you be above within the park
Oh, for
boundaries?
Poda?
How high can you be?"
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
you said that
and
was a nature preserve,
I
right?
forgot he.
Yeah, but it's not it's not technically on the list.
Well,
Hold on, we gotta
Park-
stop everything.
What?
Whoa.
Hold
What?
on.
What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Hold
What?
on. We gotta stop everything because this guy.
Hand signals.
First of all,
Oh my God!
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr.
Beer
Nick.
snack.
Beer snack.
Holy cow.
Beer snack.
Look at you.
What's up? What's up, guys?
You look
Oh,
so
you know, just sitting here
you
doing
look
this
so
YouTube shit.
handsome.
Oh, thank you. I miss you guys. Oh,
We
look at
miss
me, full
you.
screen. Look,
We
look,
miss
look,
you.
look, look, look. It's coming in good.
Yeah, it is.
Good to see you, brother. How you been?
The ladies love beer snack.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Crazy busy. You know
I
that.
hear you. Yeah,
And
man.
everybody in the chat, listen. Hi, everybody. I can't see the chat right now. It's going. And I'm sure it's like everybody's saying hi. Listen, proof of life. Look, I'm still alive. Okay. I'm still doing stuff behind the scenes. Trust me.
Yep. We appreciate it too, man. He's keeping everything on track.
He is. Yes, he is. Mhm.
Well, glad you could
So-
pop in for just a few tonight, man. We miss
Damn
having
it.
you. We miss having you on board.
They're
Yeah,
asking
no,
about Gumby.
they're asking about Gumby.
Yeah, I've been on mute the
Gumby
whole
is-
time.
Gumby is still attached to my microphone at home. Gumby has not moved from his location.
Good. He's still doing okay.
Gumby is still good.
Good.
Gumby's still good. Everything's still good. Just been crazy busy. No time for radio either, which is yeah, I know. Thumbs down. In fact, no time for radio. My Ham Alert account, I have to restart it.
Oops.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's how crazy. That's how busy it's been. But miss you guys. Miss everybody in the chat. Just want to say hi. Got a couple minutes here and just wanted to break in and say, breaking news. Beer snack, proof of life, right here.
Feels like old times, man. It's great.
Oh, old times. Shit, if I don't have a beer, you know.
You can fix
I can
that.
tell a story.
Have a
Beer
few-
snack. I can tell a story if you want.
Oh, wait, Don. You said the "you" word earlier. We can't use that word around my job. No, it's all good. Have one for me, guys. Everybody, take one for me. And I miss you all too. And I got some things in the works where I might be able to show up every other Tuesday.
Hey,
So-
we'll
Nice.
take it, man.
Don't tell anybody. All right.
Your secret is safe with us and the 86 people that are watching.
Look, 86 now, huh?
Yeah.
Shit, see what happens when I pop in?
Exactly. The beer brings them out, brother.
Remember the days when it
Wait.
was only 26 and we were like, Sosa, we're happy. 26.
Yeah. Listen, you're all amazing. We love it. Love you guys. Miss you guys.
We love you.
And I will see y'all soon.
All right, buddy.
Hope
Thanks
so.
for swinging by. We
See you,
appreciate it.
buddy.
Bye, everybody.
Later,
Misty
bye.
eyed up in here, man.
I know, really. That's why I keep my Gumby with it all the time.
Mine's around here someplace.
He's wherever I go, he goes.
Scout 75's been so long since he forgot what beer snack sounded like.
That man has got one awesome beard. God, you know something?
Beard envy. Yeah, this is it. This is all you get.
Tell me about it, man.
I got
I
told
mean,
I
I
had
got-
to shave.
It's the ginger hair. That's what it is. It makes it better.
Yeah.
That one-
Ginger boys, really?
So I saw you guys shared something in the. Sorry, I had to take off for a little bit. Make a phone call. Did we actually complete all of the intros before 45 minutes?
I just finished mine, so yes, we did.
Or is so sad?
It only took 45 minutes to get through
Hey,
five
it
of
used,
us.
it used to take us an hour. So
I know, right?
That's because
We're
beer
like,
snack's
we're
not
going
here.
to knock this out in 15 minutes. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one of us can't
There's
shut
way-
up long enough to go 15 minutes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
We're
right
all
there with you,
guilty.
buddy. I'm right there with you.
I still got the lawnmower story.
We'll save that for hour number 2.
That was hour 2.
So I wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to kind of talk about our extra by April. Now, as most of you know, I did not make it. Izzo did not make it because we had life things that popped up that we had to take care of. I'm gonna get mine hopefully by. I'm gonna shoot for the end of May. If not, I'm gonna try to get it by the end of June. I will get it in this year, I promise. But I
Okay.
wanted to.
If you don't have it by the end of June, we are testing you at Huntsville.
Right? Hey, all right. I'm all right with that.
I have 3 extras that will be there. I will
That'll
bring
be
a
fun.
tablet. You know,
I
Joe,
can
do
do
your
that.
paperwork.
Right. But I wanted to take a minute to acknowledge the people who participated, and there were some that Sam. There were some that participated and didn't sign up. We can't track that, but we wanted to more or less celebrate the people who took the initiative. And I want to tell you, there are some fired up people in there. Let me share this screen.
Maybe.
No, I will. I'm trying. I've got a bunch of their information hidden because for those that don't want to have their call signs out there for the world, I want to respect that. So some of you may not be able to read this, so I'm going to read this to you. So the first entry was Annabelle Giraldo got her technician. William got his general and his extra. Kevin got his general and his extra.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Daryl Turner got his general. Hayden from all the way down in Australia got his U.S. general. So that was freaking awesome. Paul Garber upgraded to extra. Chris Ham upgraded to extra. 45 Auto. Carl Blakemore, James Cook, Andrew Lockhart, Jeff Garber, Nathan Masnek, Brian Oswald, Andrew Parker, Barry Chapman, Andrew Parker, and Taylor Colvin all got their extra. And I want to say thank you guys so much on what was just something that we just pulled out of our ass as a thing to do. Ended up inspiring a bunch of people to further themselves in the amateur radio hobby. And I feel like I feel awesome for that. Just to champion that. I didn't get to do it myself, and I wish I would have. But so many people participated, and I think we should probably make this an annual event. That way, we can foster those that are either brand new technicians that, hey, let's get this done. Let's set a goal. Because I think if you set a goal, you're more than likely to do something to achieve that goal.
Yep.
And give yourself a deadline.
And Paul not only got his extra, but he also became a VE.
Oh, excellent.
So
Good.
he took that extra step.
Everybody.
Well, I want to
Nice.
request Paul for my extra section, for my extra test. Make
If
sure
he-
Paul's available.
I was going to say, if he's going to be at Huntsville, we can
Well, we're
get
going
that.
to try to test before then.
Yeah, and Jason's going to build that DX Commander before then.
I've got now. I have
Okay.
a DX Commander in the closet to build. But yes, that was freaking awesome. The turnout, and if you haven't been in our Discord, the links are down below. If you haven't, there is Ben. I believe it was Ben who was posting questions every day and reviewing everyone that stepped into the chat.
They were very helpful.
Absolutely.
They were very
I
helpful.
mean, there were so many different options for you to study by. It was fantastic. We have not sat down as a group because we've all been busy to figure out how we're going to do the giveaway. But the giveaway will be we'll have that sorted out very soon. We'll get that taken care of. But I want to say thank you to everyone who sponsored. We actually picked up a sponsor for the event. There's an antenna pack that's going to be given away in addition to what the clubhouse is going to do. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to rewarding someone who did went the extra mile.
Or became licensed.
Yeah, absolutely. Annabelle getting the technician. That's someone new in the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And two people that were techs that decided to go all the way to extra. That's fantastic.
I agree.
I'm a little bit jealous. I should have done that.
You're a failure, Shane.
Thanks,
I was going
Daniel.
to say,
I
Shane,
appreciate
I think there was at least one other that said they were going for their tech, but I didn't have any way to track them, so I
Yeah.
couldn't verify.
Well, we got one in the clubhouse chat today. Who was it? Gary, Kilo Charlie 1 Sierra Victor Oscar passed his general. Got that today at 10 o'clock this morning. So add that to the list.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's going to start studying for his extra. So
There you go.
props to you, brother, man. Thank you so much.
That's
Gary, I don't know
awesome.
if you're in the chat or not, but it just goes to show you a little bit of motivation goes a long way. And we want to thank you guys for participating and champion those in the chat as well. The one that were in our Discord, in the giveaway, giving motivation to those that were trying to make it. I really appreciate you guys. It just goes to show you how much of a community and a family that this not just this hobby, but this group that sits here with us,
Ham
82 of you that come and listen to this BS every week and hang out in the Discord and put up with the nonsense in there. We thank each and every one of you. Y'all are awesome.
Absolutely.
I need a drink.
Between that,
cheers.
So you
Between
guys-
that.
That's a big pour there.
Nah, it's
Well,
all ice.
you complain at me for getting up, and
it's full of spiders.
so, and that is a big piece of ice. So,
Yeah.
There's a,
But it's
there's a
not-
spider
What's
in the
this?
ice cube.
go ahead, Daniel.
What's Shane? What's this ham radio operators? We need your help during solar eclipse.
That's
What's
gonna be
that
my
whole thing
next
that you shared
topic.
with us?
That's my next topic.
Oh, okay.
Are we ready to move to that? Because I can.
Oh, it's up to you. and I think I have
All right,
ADHD,
well,
guys.
let's go ahead and move to the next
I'm like-
topic.
Don't we all?
Well, for those of you that were not haven't seen Ham Radio 2.0's video about it, NASA put out an article, and they're looking for ham radio operators to help them during the 2023 and 2024 North American eclipses, and they've teamed up with the HamSci folks.
Ooh.
Get my thing,
Okay.
my whole thingy over there. So the upcoming eclipses are October the 14th of 2023 and April the 8th of 2024. Now, the April the 8th, 2024, I am going to be with my instructor, or hopefully I'm signed off by then. We're going to put as many hot air balloons as possible in the air in Sulphur Springs, Texas, because we're going to we're going to try to get as many balloons up during the totality event, because that's where it's supposed to be the darkest, and everybody's telling us that the wind completely goes away as soon as the totality approaches. So I'm going to try to make some radio contacts while we're doing it, but we're going to put a bunch of hot air balloons in the air during that thing as well. But
Are you calling Guinness? No, seriously, are you calling Guinness? See if that's around.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Well, come
How
on.
many hot air balloons are in the air during a total solar eclipse?
With no wind blowing too. I better stay away.
I think you're onto something, Izzo. So the group over at HamSci, they're going to run a couple of contests during that. The FOEIS contest, it's non-work bands, 6 through 160 meters. There's a solar eclipse QSO party for CW, FT4, FT8, sideband, and other digital modes. The Gladstone signal spotting challenge using CW Whisper and FST4W. Not sure what that is. Somebody might know. And then they're going to do the research event. Is going to be on 40, 75, and 160 meters. And all this information is on hamsci, hamsci.org/eclipse. Talks about that information.
What is Grape One? Utilizing Grape One.
I am not 100% sure. But that's one of the planned events I guess there's. Go ahead, Daniel.
Well, I'm curious. So I think it's cool. I'm kind of curious if this is a project that is requested by NASA for a study, or if this is the Ham Science Citizen group that has sort of I don't know how to say it, but where does this come from? Is this did this whole project? Was this birthed out of HamSci, or was this birthed from NASA?
It looks like it's part of the NASA Citizen Science Project.
Okay.
According to the link there. And I don't want to click the link until I know for sure what's behind it. But
Don't be a scaredy cat.
So that's my presumption, is that it was directed by NASA, and then they teamed up with the HamSci folks in order to collect the data for what they're trying to collect. So it says the upcoming eclipses, blah, 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 provide unique opportunities to study these interactions. They're talking about the ionosphere versus when there's eclipse and when there's not an eclipse. And as you know, other HamSci members transmit, receive, record signals across the radio spectrum. During the eclipse, you create valuable data to test computer models on the ionosphere. So they're collecting data for NASA to plug into their models to model that information on the effects of the eclipse on the ionosphere.
Oh, it's pretty. So yeah, I clicked on the citizen science projects, and so there are, they have a category of different projects that are ongoing, and you can click on one of them and kind of find. It should be kind of cool to read more about the actual project, because you can. There's like a cloud spotting on Mars is one, and you can read a summary and go to a project website. So it'd be kind of cool to see where this was birthed from and exactly. Yeah, you can say generically propagation, ionosphere, but where does this come from? What are they trying to achieve? Would be kind of cool to read a little bit more on it.
So they're doing the QSO party, which would be, make as many contacts as possible, and then they've got the Gladstone Signal Spotting Challenge for beacons and CW operators. So I think they're trying to. I think they're doing well at trying to include all parts of ham radio in order to collect this type of information.
So tell you what, the challenge is going to go out. If you are a coordinator, if you are part of this ham sci group at an upper level coordinating party, you want to come on Ham Radio Clubhouse, send us an email, hamradioclubhouse@gmail.com. And we'll put you on the show here, man, and we'll promote the heck out of this thing, and just tell us, what's going on, what do you want us to do, and
I know some people from the ham side group, so I'll shoot them an email.
Okay, but maybe they're listening. Don't be afraid, we don't bite, except for the spider.
Except for right, exactly. So yeah, I think that would be interesting to participate in, as well as to observe the results that end up coming from that. That'd be really awesome.
I think it was a project that was proposed by HamSci. Sorry, I'm looking into it. So I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be fantastic. I'm going to try to participate in it. And then,
sorry,
of course,
I'll make some contact.
Of course, Scout 75 says, "How did the world end? Someone kerchunked the moon during an eclipse. That's why we have can't have nice things."
Too many damn balloons in the atmosphere sucked up all that RF. Thanks, Shane.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see.
This show would not be the same without our folks here in the chat.
And our folks in the dumpster fire.
And the folks in the dumpster. I was just looking over at the dumpster fire.
Who's in there right now? 5 or 6?
So we've got Frank, we got Ben, we got Derek, we got Ed, we got Evan, we got Sam Weaver, and Scout 75 are all watching us in the dumpster fire. For those of you who are not familiar with the dumpster fire, that is this
elite
abyss.
Group. They're the elite.
It's this abyss that takes place during our show, and that's
it's a watch party.
And if they heckle us. I would love to tap into their audio sometime without them knowing that we're listening, and just to see what they're saying.
Joe, Brett, get on it.
As they say, they're supportive.
I'm sure you could do that.
So they're having a watch party because they're all in the chat on YouTube as well.
Yep.
So they would know if we tapped in because they are watching.
I would have to sign up as my alter ego.
tap in on the dumpster fire side, though. You know what I'm saying? And put that secret microphone in somewhere.
I don't want to hear
drop
that.
it. Just drop it. Just drop a spider in.
They're probably talking about dogs and dog shit and pulling shit out of their ass or something.
We probably do not want that audio in here.
We would have to have a delay on that audio because we would need a dump button.
Well, let me tell you something. After last week's story, I was able to expand.
You expanded a lot of horizons with that.
Well, what I had to do, what I told the guys, I said, you heard the public side of the story. Let me tell you kind of really what happened.
Backside.
Yeah, the backside of that poor dog.
So for those if you're in our Discord, which there's always a link to our Discord in the bottom, there is a audio/video feed that goes on during the show, and it pops up several times during the week. It's called the Dumpster Fire. A lot of great folks in there. We thank them. Thank you guys for putting that together and sponsoring the viewership. We appreciate you guys.
Kudos to them. Kudos
exactly.
To them.
They are the reason it's called the dumpster fire.
That is true.
It's like a trophy.
And I've exhausted my contents for the night. So if anybody's got anything else has got something they want to talk about tonight, I mean.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna challenge the Hamsai group to give more information. Okay.
You're intrigued by this. You're intrigued.
I'm intrigued. The first thing, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay.
You think this is bullshit, but go ahead.
Well, right now, to me, it's 90% bullshit. Okay. It looks like. Listen, typically you would put out a hypothesis. You could give us some information, right? We're smart people, right? What's your objective? What do you think you're, give an idea, right, of what you're trying to do. Right now, it's all QSO, contacts, contests, right? Mm-hmm. Like, listen, we can do the same thing and say, we're studying the ionosphere, so look out for us on the spotter page. Like, give us some substance to what you're trying to do here. And what, what do you think, why do you think it's important to measure? Obviously, it is important, you can, but... There's nothing there. So for minds who are experienced in science, doing sciences, college and different things, there's a lot to be left to be a lot of information that's lacking. I'm not saying it's not a credible thing, but come on, you're in ham radio is you're electrical, there's science involved. Give a little bit of credit, give a little bit of more information that actually, kind of explains what you're trying to do. You'll probably get more people interested in doing it, and also show that there's something viable with what you're trying to do. Right now, if you look at just the page, it just looks like a QSO party, right? Like it looks like a special event station, and you're not giving any more substance to your project, any more information. So it'd be cool if they gave more information on exactly, I don't know. We're trying to study how the ionosphere is affected by an eclipse, and we're trying to measure the height of the ionosphere. Okay, great.
Get your ass to Mars.
No. But you know what I mean? I just be curious because I read it. I'm like, well, there's not much there to read. We're planning HF things or low bands. How I don't know. Are you just going to use a friggin' log books and do it that way? Do you need more information? Treat us like we're smart people and give us a little bit more information. That's what I would challenge. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's full bullshit. I'm just saying there's not enough information for me to oh, this seems like a really, really cool project that's got a lot of viability to it. I don't know. Are they gonna plot it on the Google Maps with all their contacts and see all the lines? They're gonna plot it
using PSK Reporter, I believe.
Really? For fuck's sake! Come on, give it a little bit more information. Do something. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna show you the page. I'm gonna show you the page. Let's go back. Let's go back to this. Hold on. Where is it?
I will reach out to the Hamsai folks, and I will get someone to come join us.
I want more information. Treat me like I'm smart. I know I might not seem like it, but treat me like I'm smart, okay? Give me something to chew on.
Let's pretend together.
If that's not a Mimi, I don't, guys. If that's treat me like I'm smart.
I'm glad Steve got that.
I don't know. Does the chat? Does that make sense to you, chat? Treat us like we're smart. Because pull up that page again, and it's we'll be doing a QSO party and we'll be logging contacts. Try and make contact with one of our stations. What's the difference between that and the 13 colonies, right? Come on.
Well,
Molson's
one,
smart. Chris,
one is testing the ionosphere, and the other one is contacting the 13 colonies.
I was going to say, some of us are smart, and then I've seen what some of us post in the Discord. I'm just going to leave that one alone. Don't click on Carlos's picture that he just posted, by the way.
Yeah. I've learned better.
Which one? The no offense stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that channel.
I gotta get that.
It says it's coming from NASA, so
it's not coming from NASA. It's not.
But it says NASA's been recruiting citizen scientists lately, and their latest call is to help for ham radio operators.
Okay, now click on the NASA Citizen Science Project.
That it's Hamsai.
And then scroll down, and it's a Hamsai project.
All right, hold on.
Walt, Thanks for being up at 3 a.m.
Listen,
Holy cow. Thank you, Walt.
If you got to be up at 3 a.m., this is why you should be up at 3 a.m. Just for this general conversation that we're having
listen to this shit.
This shit will either put you to sleep or keep you up.
He don't have to be up at 3 a.m. He is up right now at 3 a.m.
True. Yeah. That jet lag.
I'm gonna share my screen. No, I'm being arse. I'm not being arse. I'm being real. Like, hold on. Let me just show you. Where is it? Window. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you see that window?
Scott's got it figured out for us.
Yep. Pull it up. This is their page. This is the Hamsci page talking about the product. I'm saying great. We help out with it. Just so I want more information. It's just, and then we have contests, research event. It'd be nice to know a little bit more about that stuff, right? Like,
and I want to play on the work bands.
All I want is more information to make it go like, oh, because like, you know, you put one and one together and that's really cool. It gets people excited. Otherwise, it just seems like, it's another contest.
If you participate, you could be the next level Rhesus monkey. Then see, this is what they want. They want more Rhesus monkeys. So.
Couple of shout outs. Scott Kilo Zero Whiskey Alpha Victor 1 month subscribe.
Yeah.
He says, how else are they going to be able to trace your RF exports without a honeypot style of trap? It's a trap. Four-wheeling redneck member for 5 months. Thank you, buddy.
Now, Molson, if you participated, would you accept one of their awards? Would you put it in the check, like paper or whatever?
I would participate just for the hell of it. Like if somebody says they have a project, that's fine. That's cool. But like if you go present a project to a corporation for funding or anything like that, we all know you put together a proposal of what's your objective, how are you gonna what are you gonna analyze, what are you gonna study? And to me, it would just be cool to see that information because we're inquiring minds for smart people.
They figured out hams though. They figure if you want to get participation from ham radios, you tell them it's a contest. And they automatically participate.
He's not lying.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
I'm there, buddy. Sign me up. I'll do 10,000 watts of power.
If I gotta send my logbook and a $5 fee to get a QSL card, I'm gonna freak out. Okay.
No, it's $65 for the QSL card.
Yeah,
screw up.
And Tank Radio will have that thing uploaded in 2036. So don't worry about it.
That'll be some old data, but it'll be there.
I'm hoping that Kyle is. I'm hoping Kyle's working on a dashboard for this.
The Solar Eclipse QSO party.
Man, those guys on 7.200, they would be perfect for this. They're on all the time.
It's a contest. I'm participating. I don't care what it's about.
Dennis, our buddy 86 DM, also known as Adam, he's got to go to class. I hope they give you a course outline beforehand, but it's all right.
Dennis, thanks for joining us tonight.
Take care, brother.
Creator of the Denko batteries, the world's finest lithium iron phosphate batteries in the country.
Denko.
Not a sponsored spot.
Really, it's not.
Or I want to see a Denko sticker on a NASCAR.
On Handom Thoughts on your local podcast platform. Look for Handom Thoughts.
Dennis, if I was a NASCAR driver,
episode.
If I was a NASCAR driver, I would be crowbarring Denko in. I'd have the Denko patch. I'd have this, and I would be crowbarring Denko everywhere.
Jason says scientific telemetry must be submitted in Cabrillo format.
Can you imagine one of the criteria says, "Do not say please copy."
The Scout says so now NASA is going to make POTA style PDFs. Yes,
absolutely.
If you make 1,000 contacts, you get the Mars Lander Award.
Oh, there you go. That's an incentive.
You know what's going to happen, right?
And a thing of Tang.
And I was going to say, Ed, how much is it for the Uranus contact?
That's only 20 contacts.
You know what's going to happen, right? Some guy who's living in a trailer in the middle of the Arizona desert
that plays FP8 all night.
Oh shit!
Sorry, my internet cut out there for a second.
Oh my god! Don't cut out now.
So I think what's going to happen is we're going to get all these FT8 contacts going on, and some guy's going to be sitting in his trailer in the middle of the Arizona desert, and he's going to be like, oh, the alien activity was spiking during the eclipse. Listen to all these digital signals coming in.
That would be like Randy. That's Randy Quaid and Independence Day.
Yeah, it's gonna be all over YouTube in a week.
Brian's got something here. We should create a mission patch.
We should
for the solar eclipse QSO party.
Yes.
I'm gonna reach out to Jason because Jason has some good patches.
I'll kick in some money awesome. For that. Or stickers, patches or stickers. I don't care, whatever.
Yeah, stickers may be easier. Patches, yeah.
Do the stickers.
There's going to be so many Facebook posts going, what is SEQP? What are these people doing?
SEQP, CQ, SEQP, CQ, SEQP.
You got a P? What?
Yeah.
Well, go P, you idiot.
All right.
We got to come up with an acronym that's like Alien Communications Group or something like that's funny, and then we should make those our badges. The official, ham radio, alien, whatever.
Where's Bean? Get Bean on that t-shirt.
Here's an idea. Each one of us should have a sticker designed, and whoever gets the clean sweep by contacting all of us during the eclipse gets the clean sweep sticker pack.
So here's a question, and I love the chat. Fun. So this is where my mind goes, right? So an eclipse happens. What would be the difference? How would we be affected differently than if it was going nighttime? Right, like in the evening when it was going, like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm curious to know is what's what NASA
wants. They want to know.
They want to know. They want to know the difference.
You're going to get a disruption. You get a disruption in the ionosphere during that 30 minute window where the ionosphere is not being directly affected. So does that mean at 3:00 in the afternoon you can shoot 40 meters over to Europe? Right. That's what they're wanting to know.
I was just going to say that.
Does the do we lose the F layer? Do we lose? Where does it go?
So that means
this is the most freaking ham radio we've talked about in 6 months.
So that means so again, I'm starting to plan here. The logistics is going. That's almost like we need to have our stations ready to talk to each other and seeing what. Oh my God, Scout.
So here's the thing. Here's the question. Okay, so this is how my mind thinks and why I'm a little disappointed, right? So we all know that what's the speed in which light travels, guys? You guys know what that is, right? Yeah. So then here I just looked it up. Speed of a solar storm, CMEs travel outwards from the sun at a speed ranging slower than 250 kilometers per second. Big difference in speed, right? Big difference in speed.
It's 186,000 miles per second. Just saying.
Yeah. So there's a big difference in speed between light and the solar activity coming from the sun. So the question is, in my mind, even though we don't see the sun, we're still going to be getting some solar activity coming from the sun, right?
For a certain time, but when it's blocked, you won't.
But
because we're not that far from the sun.
Okay, but there's so this is I see it a little bit differently. I think we'll experience those afterwards.
Yeah, that's harmonics. Get them harmonics.
Now I got that song in my head, Joe.
And there's Matt.
So I need to answer Jason for a minute.
There you go.
So Matt says the shadow of the moon only affects a slice of the atmosphere. Nighttime is one half of the planet.
So Matt sounds like he knows a little about this. So Matt, hit us up on Discord. You should come and join us so that you can explain all this to these ding dongs that we've got sitting in the chat.
You got to dumb it down for
in this clubhouse. Just say it.
So Shane,
he's right. Go ahead.
Jason asked, what the Poto Park number was for Area 51. And
is there one?
Well,
these comments are hilarious.
You can't put one foot. You can't put 1 foot in that territory.
So Area 51 is actually that
be shot.
Okay.
Airport right there.
Don't tell me it's a twofer.
The green just below it is K0468.
Okay. We can get close.
You can get close.
I
don't know if you want to play that game, but have at. Go for it.
I'll do anything twice.
They can only shoot you if you go inside.
Exactly. So if you're, so what if your antenna? What if like the elevated radio on my Buddy Stick Pro is in Area 51? Are they gonna shoot
coastal waves? I get it.
I'm on the other side.
Listen, coastal waves builds the vertical, and all of a sudden that ground wire just happens to float over there. You know what they're gonna do? Jink. There'll be no logs submitted.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's right. Ludicrous.
But Matt has a great he has a great point there. The rest of the world is going to be in its normal cycle. We're just going to have this little small slice of the country that's going to be in. That's not going to be on the same cycle as the rest during the total eclipse.
So this is why we need them on our show.
So are the radio waves going to be propagating the same as if we were still under a charged ionosphere, or are they going to be different? Are we going to get 4 gray lines during the eclipse?
But this is what you fill out as what your objectives are to study. That's all I'm saying. So
listen,
see, you ask questions and then you have.
Let me tell you something. When this stuff happens, the birds stop singing and the chickens just stand there. You know something's going on when those chickens are not going, when they're bucking around and they're.
You're right.
And the chickens just kind of like, something's going. And when the same thing with the dog. The dog is wagging his tail, and all of a sudden that tail just stops in midstream. Something happened inside
They're
the
almost
atmosphere.
as bad as guineas.
Hey, now wait a minute now.
So according to the Smoking Ape, the gray line's fake. It does not exist.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. He is not going to participate
because you can't have a gray line on a spherical. Or I'm sorry, a flat surface.
Yeah, spherical.
So it happens all at once. So
he's not going to participate.
Yeah.
He's not going to get a patch. See, you don't participate, you don't get a patch. You're not going to get a missing patch. Eh? Well, you see what you're missing?
He's like, I don't need your awards, son. I got my own.
So,
yes, he does. He needs another.
He has to have a call sign to actually participate.
Well, he does. He uses that. What is it?
Kato.
Kilo Tango 0 Alpha Delta Sierra. I thought that was his call sign.
He could do special emission work on
that shows up
GMRS. He could do it on the 460 network, 460 megahertz FM network.
He'd still need a call sign for that.
He has his FCC call sign, or he's just running pirate.
He's running GMRS.
Okay.
No, because that's still registered, and he won't register.
Okay, so listen, pirate radio is still important. Listen, we'll dress him up like a Blackbeard. We'll give him the bandana, the swashbuckling. We'll give him the sword. We'll give him the R. You know what I mean? That'd be cool.
No, just got to give him crap. You know, we like Abe, and he's right. You don't need a call sign for 7.2. We've all heard it.
R.
So
make him walk the plank. Wow, Molson, you really got us thinking about this. Wow.
Well, so I'm looking at how long does it take for the ionosphere to condense down in layers, right? That's one question that I'm sure the answer is on Google. And then the question is, how long does the eclipse last? And then there's a different factors that affect propagation in the ionosphere. So then the question is timing. So, these are questions that I have. I'm sorry, this is just like, so how would it play out? What's the timeline? What's the expected timeline? And then
these are important questions.
Shane brings up, not everybody's in a direct path for a full eclipse, right? So there's so many layers to it that are interesting to kind of think about that, it makes your mind kind of go everywhere. And that's the kind of stuff that I like to read about, I'm
the only question I had earlier today, is why are we talking about this now when this is not going to happen until October? We should be talking about this, but I'm glad we did.
It's big news. It's big news.
Okay.
Most of the answer is 42.
The answer is always 42.
Yes, and letter C if it's multiple choice. A, B, C, D, pick C.
Interesting.
When in doubt, Charlie out.
Yep.
Hey, got me through high school.
Oh, I should have brought something in. I should have brought something from
What
work
was that?
today.
What was it?
We had a CNC crashed.
Oh,
Yeah, and
What is a CNC?
It's a computerized cutter, and it literally crashed. And the big tool head was like bent like this. It was brutal.
shit. Was that the one you and I were talking about?
Is that a problem when the tool
No,
bends
not
that
one.
way? Is that a problem when the tool bends?
If it bends to the left, to the right, up or down, it's not a good thing.
Man, that is an awkward
Well,
thing to come back into.
Hey, yeah.
First thing
I'm
I
just
hear
at-
is when the tool bends that way. Is it bad?
Well, we're all mature. We're all mature men here. I thought
No,
we
we're
could
not.
talk about this stuff.
Is
No.
like you know better.
God, why does everyone always blame me?
Well, I hope you can get your tool fixed.
Yeah, Daniel. We hope you get your tool fixed.
Walt says there's going to be about 20 different ham radio YouTube videos about it in October.
Oh, someone's going to be
Probably
You're right.
true.
Someone's going to be unboxing it too. You know that too. Someone's
We're going to
be-
unbox the Eclipse.
Yes, we're going to unbox it.
But you know what? Only on the Clubhouse will we teach you how to build a shoebox Eclipse watcher.
That's
Doggle
right.
thing.
Remember that in those days with little pinhole and you put the flashlight in and
Yeah.
there you go. There you go, Steve.
Just go to the hardware store and
That's
buy
right.
the welding things. Be a lot better.
I remember stealing shoe boxes from my mother and getting yelled at for that kind of stuff.
We used to
Why
do
would
that,
you
know.
steal your mother's shoe boxes?
Because we were making stuff for Eclipse and we needed the shoe box, the top of the shoe box to protect
Okay.
our eyes. And my mother had this fascination with shoes all over the place. And I, of course, what did I do? I knew where to get. And I was thinking, do I charge my friends for them?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yes,
like-
you should. You each have to
Oh,
bring you a
man.
Mickey Mantle baseball card.
But then at the end of the day, she's getting mad because she didn't have her tops for her shoes. I'm like, well, what's the difference? Just stack them anyway.
So you
Please
got
don't
beat
put
up
me
for that
into
one,
therapy.
didn't you?
Don't put me into therapy for this one. Well, I'm not going to sit on the couch for this one. I was right.
All right.
Okay, should we reach out to the activity coordinator for HamSci?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not?
I have
You
all
should.
of his info here. Just saying.
Listen.
Do it.
What did we learn? What did we learn a long time ago? Molson talked to Moochie. If Molson could talk to Moochie, Molson could talk to anybody.
I'm going to go make water. I'll be right back.
Molson had a great conversation with Moochie. So guess what?
Isn't it Mochi?
totally.
Moochie. The
Ow.
quack back.
Now I got that song "Total Eclipse of the Heart" in my head.
Oh my
See, you talk-
God!
Has
Do you
anyone
really?
has anyone watched the new Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
No.
My kids saw it. My kids saw it the other night. A
It's
Friday
really
night.
good.
That's what they said. They said it was.
Hey, I have a
rocking.
question.
Yeah.
If we're helping out NASA, would that be a service or a Good Samaritan act of, like, I'm just asking. I'm asking for my tax return. Okay.
It's a hobby.
well,
it's a hobby,
first off-
Daniel. It's not
well,
a service.
first off, do you count because you're a Canadian? NASA is an American organization. Unless you come and get your whatever you can be here in America for FCC Ham Radio. You know, listen, if Hayden did it, you could do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's my common, like I always go back to that in life. That's my motto. If Hayden can do it, I can do it.
That's right.
So yeah. If Hayden can do
not
it,
everyone can be a sugar baby.
well,
I don't know. Joe Brett's sitting very quiet back there. I'm starting to wonder what's going through
He's
his head
wrangling.
right
He's wrangling the chat back there. They're
he's
out of
annoyed.
control.
He's annoyed at me.
now.
No,
Is he
I
in the
actually-
dumpster fire?
I'm seeing what I need to set up to assist in this sci-fi stuff, man.
I want to know.
Oh, so the person that's running the event side of HamSci has an ARRL.net email.
So is it affiliated with ARL?
No.
Did he get permission?
Things that make you say,
Get Rhea on this.
Greetings
K-
from a
Where did that come
hold
from?
on. So,
And KAMRD's in the house.
so it says
this could be
Mike's always here. That
Mike
this
could,
is- this
Mike
is
could
Mike's-
possibly debunk this. Mike
Mike-
could possibly debunk this. You know
this
that.
Mike doesn't do radio on Tuesday nights. He comes out and hangs out with us.
Yeah, but he's just now getting here.
Well,
man, I was getting worried
that's
about
okay.
it.
Maybe
It's just
yeah,
Friday.
that's true.
It's just Friday. He worked a little overtime.
So the guy that's in charge of this ham size stuff says greetings from a dedicated HF CW operator.
Oh please,
Okay.
what does that mean? We're all dead.
My main interests are contesting, rad chewing, and the occasional DXing.
I don't hear science anywhere. Okay.
Aside from being active on the air, I am proud to be the amateur radio coordinator for Ham Size 2023-2024 Solar Eclipse parties.
Awesome.
All right, is that self-proclaimed or was he asked?
No, he
He was
was
asked.
asked.
Come
I
on.
don't know.
We're just being shit
Well,
disturbers
how do you
now.
know?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm happy
Yeah.
to have influenced
We're just
all of
talking
you.
shit now. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna email him. His name is Gary. I'm gonna email Gary and see if he wants to come
Get
on the
him on
Clubhouse.
here.
No. I'm genuinely curious to know more
Yeah.
about this. I want to know this content. I want to know more. And by the way, Steve. Yeah, Steve. What's with you sending us how to get a Guinness World Record? Do you have? Are we planning something?
That was for
That's
me
for Shane.
Oh, okay.
to get the most hot air balloons in the air during an eclipse.
I think you can easily get a world record for the most ham radio contacts while in a hot air balloon. I wonder if you
Yeah,
could do that. That'd be
I don't
hilarious.
I don't think either one's currently set. So
They're not. That means I'm going to be the pioneer.
You should, and we should get Carlos to set a world record too.
Skydive in the eclipse.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Making
there
ham
you
radio
go,
contacts.
Joel Brad.
Yeah.
That's
No,
right.
don't
And-
detract from my hot air balloons during the eclipse.
No, hang
by
on.
your-
But
by
He
your
can
Carlos
jump
is
from
data
your
will-
balloon.
Carlos's data will be so important because well, he's making contact at 13,000 feet to 10,000 feet. I am telling you, Joe Brett, you hit something right there. You just hit some bubbling gold right there.
You
Bubbling
just hit
gold.
Something.
What is this, champagne or something? What are you talking about?
Text
Bubbling
Goldschlager.
oh,
From the
I know,
Beverly
right?
Hillbillies, when Jed hit with the rifle and hit it in the ground, and up came the bubbling oil.
Bubbling gold.
the bubbling crude.
Bubbling gold. That's right. Texas tea.
Smoking up. He probably wants to know if it has a warranty.
It just has an award. Sorry, it just has an award.
Ooh,
And we're not talking no participation trophies. We're talking serious data here, guys.
See, look, Mike has it. Look at this.
Yeah. I thought
What
I
happens
remembered.
during the eclipse.
Guys, listen. They laughed at Tesla. They laughed at Marconi. They laughed at everybody from the Wright brothers. We could be the next Wright brothers and not even know it, for crying out loud.
We
That's
should come
very
up
true.
We should come up with our own science experiment to propose to NASA. We should do that.
Are we going to study the propagation of 7.200 at a park versus setting it at home in a net?
I think we should make a proposal that, to study the effects of alcohol on an astronaut. the effects of alcohol on zero gravity, and I don't think there's any better candidates to do the study than us.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
and it's got to be 10 cup, not just alcohol, but 10 cup.
Let's
Rude.
can the Ham Radio Clubhouse tweet Elon Musk and
Sure.
NASA,
Yeah.
Sure can.
and we propose that to them, and
I
saying the
agree.
Ham
Guess
Radio
what?
Clubhouse propose. You know what? We should get
Listen.
Elon Musk on the Ham Radio Clubhouse.
Oh, that might
we
be
should.
tough.
And guess
No, it
what?
won't. No, it won't.
Guess
the
what?
guy said,
They-
the guy's all over the place.
Let me tell you something. NASA used Reese's monkeys. They used a dog. We're going to use spiders. I swear to God, we should use spiders because this way here we can determine what's going on. You never know, man.
Squirrels, guinea hens,
Don't let-
guinea hens, and spiders. Mike says he'll volunteer his liver for the experiment.
Yep.
Scott says the propagation of Uranus bounce.
On that note.
And Joe Brett singing in the chat. Nice.
Me and Sam are singing.
I'm typing in an email to Gary over at Hamsci.
Good.
Oh, good. You're doing something responsible. Wow.
Yeah, and drinking at the same time. I don't know if you call that. I don't know what this email is going to sound like or look like. Or
please proofread it in the morning before you send that.
Nope. We're gonna eat that shit. We're 2 bourbons and a vodka down. We're just gonna yeet it out. Say, you know what? If you want to come join this mess, here we are.
We don't promote R. Kelly songs on our stream there, Joe Brett, just to let you know.
R. Kelly and what?
They're singing R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly in the chat.
No. He likes to pee on people. We don't do that.
Shane, and tell this guy, don't go on Coffee and Ham Radio. Just
we asked first. Someone kick the Smoking Ape out of the chat so we don't steal our ideas.
Yeah.
Too late.
I don't want
Look into the light. Look into the light, Ape. What movie is that? Come on.
Go.
Men in Black.
Men in Black. That's right. I wish I had one. Oh my God! Of all the toys in the world, I wish I could have one of those. Oh man, I'd hit my ex-wife with one blink and a few other people.
Mike's obviously been drinking tonight.
He's been hanging out with Abe.
He's on the patio with whiskey and a cigar.
He said he was just drinking tea tonight.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
T is a battery geek. I bet you a battery geek
the
a radio. And
tea.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we hit something here, guys.
I think the International Space Station should have an amateur radio operator go up for a studying propagation.
They do, but that thing
almost every mission they have an operator up there.
No, but they're an operator that like they have another study or whatever going on, but I mean like specifically just to do amateur radio from the
I was just going to say, if they said, hey Izzo, we want you to go on the space station for 300, 600 days, whatever, how many revolutions that is, or not revolutions, what do you call it? Evolutions around the Earth. And your job is to blow bubbles, because you ever see them take the water and they blow the bubbles? I do all that stuff all day long. And then I'd be playing radio all day long. To me, I think that would be so much. The only problem is once you start making contact in one continent, you're traveling so fast, you're going to lose somebody, I think.
Are you?
And you're going to have, I think so.
Well,
but anyway, guess what? It'd be a great experiment. I dedicate, Shane, send the second email, please. That Clubhouse member Izzo is willing to go on the International Space Station for a duration of, I don't know, 1 to 2 years.
I'm not saying that long.
And
I mean, you're not saying that long.
Why? I can come on Tuesday nights. I can still come on. I'll be on Starlink. We saw it last night. T.O. was on Starlink doing all that digital stuff, and he was fine. I'll wear my patch, that Molson. What's that patch we'll have? We'll have the Ham Radio Clubhouse over here, here. American flag will be over here. I'll have the Ham Sciences Ham Radio Clubhouse over here. Hell yeah. We'll have Bean make me up some cool T-shirts. Hell yeah. Can I still smoke, though?
No.
Why? I can't have a special smoke? Why? A special smoking room?
No, it's like an oxygen-saturated environment, and fire don't go together.
Why does it have to be oxygen saturated? Joe Brett is sitting over there with.
So without it,
Joe Brett is tin cup saturated right now. What the hell's the difference?
So Ben Williams just posted something, and I took what he posted, I Googled it, and there's an abstract that it brings up an abstract on Google Maps for the ham sci, talking a bit about it. Ooh. And So they have a couple questions in there that they're hoping to answer. I just read through it quickly. Furthermore, efforts to model and replicate the observed effects of Eclipse have significantly improved in recent years. It'd be interesting. So yeah, that's cool. All right, I didn't see that before. That's cool. I'm going to read that abstract a little bit more, and obviously it'd be cool to have somebody come on who can explain it a little bit better. That's cool.
Joe Brett, you know what you got to do? You got to add a channel. Add a ham science, ham SCI channel, and we'll get things going with this. Just exactly what we need is another Discord channel.
Should it go under challenges?
Yeah,
I just sent the email. We'll see if Gary responds or if he deletes my email.
He'll watch the show and then just delete the email.
Uh-oh. Should
I mean,
should
I
be
did leave
quiet
a
now
link
for
to
this
the
or
show.
something?
Oh,
Should I be quiet for? Oh man. Was it you sent him the link to the show we had with Callum or something like that?
No, I just sent him the one in general that goes to the main channel, so he can can choose your own adventure as to which episode he wants to watch.
I'm thinking of the one where we had Judy on. We were all gentlemen. I mean, we
need to have Callum back on.
Yes, we should.
Yep.
That unfortunately, because of the time difference, he can't stay up. We have to record that portion of the show early, but I think we should do that again. It'd be fun.
Speaking of early,
he'll come on.
I have early morning training I gotta do. So
are you leaving?
Cert.
I gotta call it a night.
Bye, loser.
More cert training.
No, this is active shooter for the job.
That's part of cert. That's part of cert training.
I mean, Texas, we're used to that. So
well, they don't like my response. Return fire.
Yeah, there you go.
Go just go towards the shooter.
So.
All right, Steve. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Later.
Bye, brother.
Bye.
Did we ever get a response from Matt or anybody on whether or not they wanted to join us tonight?
Matt had 7 hours in the fire, he said in chat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's okay. We appreciate it, buddy. Well, I don't have anything else. It's up to you guys. If you want to keep the show going, I can hang out for a little bit, but I'm fresh out of ideas.
Oh, that's wow. This is a moment to remember.
I carried the show for an hour and 38 minutes. So
did you?
Shane, it looks like you'll be introduced to Mr.
Yeah, look at this, Ben Williams.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Oh, Ben seems on the up and up on this whole thing there. That'd be interesting.
Well, Ben, why don't you join us right now? Ben, you got a few minutes? Join us right now.
I'm gonna try. I'm trying to go to Hamvention. I'm not buying tickets. I'm solely gonna use my flight benefits. And if I make it, I make it. If not, I don't make it. But the idea is to get there Friday, be there all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then I'm gonna fly home on Sunday. We'll see.
What do you mean?
Stop
if you
over
make
at my
it,
house. I'm off Sunday, Monday.
If I make it, that means if there's open seats to go from Dallas to Dayton, then I'll make it. If not, I won't leave Dallas.
Well, you don't get people off the plane?
Well, I'm not flying Southwest. I'm flying American because we don't fly that.
Just take a hot air. Just do a hot air balloon transfer or something.
Bob says no. You can't end the show early. We're not going to end the show. Don't get me wrong. We're an hour and 40 in. We can hit the 2-hour mark. No problem at all. Molson's like, he's like hardcore about finding out the hypothesis that's been hypothesized for this event tonight.
Look at it. He is not going to go to sleep till 1 a.m. Maybe even
guys, whatever. Ben's getting.
I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to meeting you at Hamvention.
Listen, Molson, I want you. Molson, keep digging.
We should do a live show.
Molson, keep digging. Keep digging for more stuff for us.
I don't know. I got a little bit of hate going on in the from the chat group for asking more questions. You know.
Oh, what's the difference between any other Tuesday?
Right.
Just a bunch of pushover. I guess people want me to be a pushover who doesn't ask questions. I don't know.
No.
So
question everything twice.
Molson's no sheep.
Oh fuck. Anyways. I'm not gonna say anything.
Molson's no sheep.
No, I didn't rant before I researched. There's no friggin' information on the head page.
There isn't. It's very uninformed.
You want to be a donkey, go ahead, but there's no information. Here, I want to promote my event, and here's no information about it and what it's going to do.
No, I just want the award. It's a contest, fucker. Come on.
Sorry.
Participation.
Sorry that 1 out of 80 people asked a question that actually made sense, right? Sorry about that. Whatever. It's a fucking poster for a contesting. It's what it is. It's a QSO contest. For Christ's sakes.
It's a QSO party, for crying out loud.
Like we don't have enough QSO parties.
Exactly.
And if people actually think
NASA.
that my ragging people is like coming from a place of like anger or whatever, it's not. It's to spark conversation.
It's inquisitory thoughts is what it is.
Exactly.
How do you
Gets the conversation going, and it
Scout,
makes
you're
us
wrong.
open
There's
our
71.
minds. Whatever.
Scout said we're down to 69 people watching.
And just so
Now
you know,
we're 70.
because of Hamvention, there is no QSO party this weekend. I already checked. I already checked.
And is that this weekend or next week? It's next weekend, right?
It's this coming weekend. For instance, Jason.
It's not this week. It's next weekend.
Next weekend. It's next weekend.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it's the week.
Yes. Because I have to work next weekend. I'm off the weekend of Hamvention.
It's the weekend of what? Of 12, 13, 14, isn't it? Or is it 19th to the 21?
It's 19th to the 21.
21st.
Oh, I have it wrong then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't go. I'm only off on Sunday. Yeah. Oh
well. Well, Scout says if you're French, then yeah.
He yells fucking turkey in Canada.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna be curious going to Hamvention to see how many targets I have on my back.
I bet you make it through.
Yesu.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there, buddy. As long as I can get a seat, I will be there. So I will at least see you on Saturday. I may not see you on Friday, depending on what time I get there, but I'll at least see you on Saturday.
They all want to shake your hand, seriously. They want your autograph. They want to shake your hand, man. You're a stand up, man.
Ham Radio Club. What? Club Ho. What?
I think listen. I want Elon Musk on our show, and we're giving away a flex. That's all I'm saying about it.
We're not giving away a flex. We're giving away.
I'm gonna talk to Flex when I go to Hamvention.
I tried. They ignored me.
Let me tell you something. My money's on Molson, Shane. I love you, Shane, but you know something? You know who could seal the deal? Molson. I am telling you, he may wear him down like a little nub. I'm telling you. He will not leave the booth
you can have this radio show. He'll shut the fuck up.
Now,
we're tired of listening.
Get the hell out of here. Just get the hell out of here.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I should not have sworn since then. No, wait. We're an hour and 44 into it. They don't care after that point. After the first 30 seconds, YouTube doesn't care.
Free for all.
Well,
but we're giving away a 710.
How about that?
Can't beat that.
We did decide on that?
Yeah, we did. I made an executive decision because you fuckers wouldn't participate. So yeah, we're giving away a 710.
We said, what do you want to do? I'm sorry, you said, what do you want to do? We said,
we had a poll.
Yeah,
and we were surprised that for the
up
until the no, it didn't at the end, but it did for the duration until the end.
Sam,
remember that?
We don't have a swear jar.
Yeah. Sam, we had a swear
Izzo
jar.
broke it.
A swear jar.
Izzo broke that 2 years ago.
That was like show 2 or 3. It got filled up, and it was like the piggy
y'all
bank.
remember
What do you
show
do?
2 and 3?
Yeah.
You know what we should do? One week we should replay our first episode.
Don't tell anybody.
And then
just don't tell.
And then
right after the music drops.
No, all of
right
us.
After the music.
No. We're gonna start it, but but we're gonna all sit here and we're gonna watch this along with everyone in the chat, and we're gonna comment on what has changed from between 2 years ago and now.
It could be very awkward. You know that.
It will be very awkward. But that'd be fun. We're going to all watch the first episode all together and say how the Ham Radio Clubhouse started.
Molson had hair back then.
Think we'll get a copyright strike on our own channel?
Nah.
Replaying our own replay.
Bob, drinking seltzer water, flavored seltzer water, soda water. After three whiskeys, I kind of gotta.
Arnold says not really family stuff this evening. Just saying.
We're not a family show.
Never have been. We never said we were.
No.
You should be the parent that you are. And
Yeah.
decide.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna let Shane goes to Mexico.
Now, four-wheeling.
I still think we should do a best of. Or should I call it the worst of?
Every once in a while, I will pull that show up.
It's funny.
I bring it. We have a statewide mental health facility. That's all. I'll just leave it at that.
Look at this asshole in Mexico.
You know what it reminds me of? What was the movie that they did with the A-Team? Who was the crazy guy on the A-Team? The movie, not the TV show.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? And he was in the mental health.
I'm not in the mental health ward.
No. But you are therapy. You are therapy. That's how I look at it. You are therapy.
I don't think that's a compliment.
It is. It is the biggest compliment.
Okay.
You are therapy.
Hey Shane, check out the private chat.
That's right,
Oh,
Murdoch.
God.
Thank
I'm
you,
scared.
Four-Wheel. Murdoch. Yeah.
Stupid.
The shit we want to say, but
Oh no, you can post that.
No,
Why
we
not?
can't.
Why?
No,
Wait.
because no,
I will hit end broadcast the second you even try.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hang on. Wait. I'm going to read every single word. to
No.
myself.
No. I will hit the end broadcast. No,
You're muted.
no,
No, you're not. No, I'm just saying.
no.
No, let's just listen
No, we're not.
to me. Just
No,
listen.
we're not touching that
Just-
subject. We're not even going to
No,
rub the side of it.
There's only one word in there that I seek that could potentially be a problem.
And that's
Yeah.
it.
Am I right or
Yeah,
wrong?
that's it. We're not going to talk about
We're
it.
not gonna talk
No,
about
just
that.
change the word.
No.
Sorry.
I'm going to the dumpster. This is why I hang out at the dumpster fire. Those men are men. Those men are men.
Yeah, they also don't have to worry about the terms and conditions.
Right. Oh, God. Okay, so we wrap this. Can we wrap this up? We're all going to go to the dumpster fire and talk about it. But let's wrap this up for tonight. We're an hour and 50 minutes in. There's 69 people watching. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined us tonight. We appreciate it as always. I'm going to start with Daniel. See your way out, buddy.
I got nothing to say because it ain't
Perfect.
good.
Yep. Izzo, buddy, what do you got coming up? Anything?
I got nothing to say. 'Cause it's
Okay,
not gonna be
perfect.
good.
That'll work. Joe Brett, what do you have coming up?
Good night, all you fuckers.
I'll see you in the dumpster fire. That's all I know.
Good thing.
Was that a premature shut the switch off?